I used the Meike lenses for the L mount for about 2 months now. I initially bought the 50mm 1.8 and the 35mm f2 because they were reasonably priced. Let's put it like that. So what can I say about these two? And how did they maybe affect the autofocus capability of the S1? The S1 so far was nothing short but a pain in the ass to use. I must admit that. Not the camera itself. I like it. The pain set in when I first experienced the autofocus of the S1. That's bad, I know. Oh. Every time I say this and every time I think about it, it doesn't get better. So, of course, I was aware of it. I was aware of the autofocus being kind of slow, kind of unresponsive. Well, let's put it like that. Not quite as responsive as some other brands. I watched some videos of Mr. Wong, and he compared the S1 or S1R, which has the same autofocus, to the Nikon Z6, I believe. Fine, of course not as fast as the Nikon Z6, I knew that. But it looked alright. And people wrote in the comments that they were afraid of the autofocus. But seeing this video, it took away their fear. And it did take away mine. When I got this camera and I turned it on and tried it out for the first time, it hits different. It hits different when you see the autofocus in action. And that's not much of action. Not too fast, we don't want to scare it away. As you may or may not have seen, I tested the autofocus of the Panasonic S1 in different lightings, different occasions, and with both lenses, the Meike 35 and the Meike 50. There was not much of a difference. I always had the feeling that the 50mm that is shooting me right now is a bit more responsive or better, or even at all. If I get out of the frame here, it will do nothing. Yeah, it will. And get back into the frame. Will it do something? Well, you see, yeah, it struggles. Yeah, because it was focused far off. The same would happen with the Nikon ZF, but you see, there it is. Okay, when it guts you, chances are it guts you. It needs some time. But I had the feeling the 50 is better than the 35 regarding autofocus. And I noticed something about these lenses. You can hear them working all the time. It's almost like the Fuji R lenses. You can hear them, and sometimes this does not sound healthy. So I don't know if it is the lens that is broken, but both, or it's just because they're cheap, maybe. Nonetheless, I tried to find the reason why. I tried to find the reason for the autofocus being that bad, actually. I thought I did find it. And, well, I was wrong. I tried to film some scenes with the 35mm f2 in different lighting conditions lately. And it was all garbage. We will have a look at that later, but it was not good. One of you, and thank you very much for that, brought to my attention that there might be a problem with the DFD and the non-native lenses, and that it also could be due to the firmware. I updated the camera now to the latest firmware version. I believed it was updated. It wasn't. I did it today. And I also updated the lens a month ago. At least I tried. Because the 35 was not updatable. The file, the ending was wrong. It differed a lot from the update file for the 50mm. And with the 50mm, it functioned. It functioned, and then there was a new firmware, whatever that might be. But I could update the 50, but not the 35. I think they made a mistake at Meike. What further cemented my thought of them having some mistakes there is that these two lenses are gone. They're gone from the Meike website, so they're nowhere to found. And there is no explanation why. The Meike lenses are still available for the E mount and for Z mount, but not for the L mount. And I had to go to Reddit to check if somebody knows something, and supposedly they took these lenses off market to calibrate something. What that might be, maybe it has something to do with the autofocus experience that I had. So, to you who brought this to my attention, thank you very much. And I hope, I hope it worked a little better today. Right now, I do not see that it works better. As soon as there is a person in the frame, it worked fine with my animals. So I have animal and face detect on. So I should be either of them. And I do not care which of them I am, but either of them I should be. So all in all, the 50 actually worked better than the 35. The 35 is basically useless. We will have a look at it. So now let's try out the 50 a bit outside. Then we will go back into the studio and see what we got. I hope this will be something good. My hopes are up with the 50. But oh well. We will find out soon. So, yeah, it seems to work pretty good with the roses so far. What was that? Alright, and what the? Where did it focus? What the hell? Now let's try this one. Will it? Will it? Yeah, alright. So, let's see this one again. Nah. Almost. Let's see if it gets better than with the 35. Oh boy, it's like the 35. Even worse. Let's see that again. It cannot be possible. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Oh, it's like looking at a scarecrow. This is a little bit more, not difficult, but let's see. There you... What? That's not even the focus point. I did not focus to there. Let's get back. Alright, this should be easy. This should be... What the hell? Why? Oh god. It was just one focus field in the middle. Let's try there. Nothing. Just nothing. Alright. That's fine with me. That's alright. I can use that. Yeah, that's convenient. It's fun. Now, this should be pretty easy. Alright. This should be easy. Why? What the hell? Not even that. Not even that. This can... Not even that. Alright. Oh god, nothing. So, let's see where this goes. Alright. It already focused on my crappy ass fence. It's a nice view, isn't it? So, now back to this. It's just one focus field. One focus point, actually. Or a little rectangle. But it's in the middle. Nothing. Just nothing. This cannot be. So I closed the aperture down a bit. This should go easy. What the? Alright, and now back. What the What? Oh, God. Oh, God. What nice colors, I must admit. So, let's see. Yeah, it's alright. Now back. Now back. Come on, you piece of... Oh, man. So, let's see this one again. Okay, focus. Almost. And back. 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 Back! So, this should be pretty easy now. Alright, it will get it. What? 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 Oh. No, that's it. Huh. What the hell? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It worked in my house a few hours ago. By the way, Nikon ZF, Zeiss Batis. It worked in my house a few hours ago, adapted with the Ajax. What the HE double hockey stick happened? This piece of... Let's stay calm here. The hell no, I can't. I'm so disappointed. I can't believe it. See, I thought I was doing something wrong. I thought it was the software of the camera or the lenses. Not only that they messed this up, kinda, I don't know how. I live in Germany. This would not happen here. Oh well, nowadays it would. I thought it was the lighting. But most importantly, I thought I was doing something wrong. But the only thing apparently that I did wrong was buying this. Was buying these lenses. At least buying these lenses. It must be the lenses. It must be. Oh. It realizes that I'm there instantly. It realizes everything it needs to realize. But it does shit. Nothing happens. It sits there like a duck on an egg, breathing out the autofocus. Somehow it will hatch. There you have your small little squeaky autofocus. And the sounds too, right? It makes sounds. These lenses made sounds as if there is sand in them. Some kind of... No need to waste your time looking at some other footage of the 35. No need to waste your time or mine. That's it. The camera can simply not be that ass. It cannot be that someone builds something like that. Who would be so mean? Who would be so mean building something like that? Who is so mean building these lenses? It's mean. It's not a mistake. No. This is not a mistake. It's just mean. Simply as that. Mean. Who is so mean? See, it was a try, right? I wanted to give these lenses a chance because, as I sometimes say, it does not have to be bad just because it is from the petrol station. Yeah? They got some good stuff there sometimes. In this case, ja, was für ein Kernschrott. Das Zeug ist für die Halde. Das kannst du nicht mehr. Selbst die Mülltonne würde das Zeug wieder ausspucken. Ja. Even the garbage can would spit it out. It would not accept this. It would ask me, what are you doing? How are you degrading me by throwing this inside me? Colors are good though. The images look good, look fine. Oh. Last chance will be a native lens. This will be the last chance. Should I do that? Well, last chance will be a native lens. I think I will order something. Something from Panasonic. Maybe it is their way to tell you, oh well, of course. Oh. Third-party manufacturers can develop lenses, can buy lenses for the mount. They can, but they won't work. Canon at least says, well, we do not accept third-party crap. At least it was like that. But Panasonic L-mount, yeah, build. Building you must. But then it will simply not work. That's it. Maybe it's not even Meike's fault. I do not know if you have some experiences with these exact lenses, the 50 and the 35, on other systems like the Sony E-mount or the Nikon Z. But it is suspicious, to say the least, that they took these lenses out of stock. And I do not believe it is because they sold every single one of these lenses. Or maybe the plastic was gone, you know? Maybe they were out of plastic. Or maybe they were out of autofocus, sand-grainy coffee maker motors. Maybe that. So if any one of you uses these Meike lenses on other systems, let me know how they behave and please let me know how they sound. Can you hear something when they autofocus? I hear a lot on both. So, but when I order something and it is the same then I of course get rid of all this stuff and I do not want to hear the name Panasonic. Well, if it is the same then, I mean, I can't even sell it. To who? Who would I hate so much to sell it to? It's mean. Selling this camera is mean, yeah? It's like gifting someone a birthday present, but the birthday present is that this person is allowed to mow your lawn. Something like that. So if I cannot sell it, who would? I mean, I do not want to be mean to anyone. The poor soul that receives this with good hopes and good intentions just wants to make video or photo. Maybe it's someone that just wants to make photos. It's alright then. Yeah, it's alright then. For photos, it's alright. Okay, that's it. Meike is... that's it. No. And I do not know. No one will buy these. I will try to sell them, but no one will buy these. That was so cheap, but at least they did not ruin anyone. Because everyone that bought it for the L mount, well, it's not ruined, right? It's not that expensive. They even went up in price. When I bought them, they were about 179. Now they are 219. So they even went up in price. Why? Because they are no longer available. But why should they be available in the first place? They shouldn't exist. If they work, if it is the case. But so far, I believe it is mostly due to these lenses. And I do not like the sound. It's like sitting in your car and you turn the steering wheel and you hear something inside, somewhere. The servo motors, it's like that. It's kind of like that. So, now to you. Any recommendations camera-wise, please let me know. Well, of course, yeah, I know. FX3, Sony A7S III. Maybe FX30, I know them, none of that. Maybe even Panasonic, maybe a good Panasonic alternative, but I know I will not buy the Panasonic S1 II. It's too expensive. For that price, I would not use another system. For that price, I would buy the A7S or the A7 IV, or, well, maybe I dig out my old camcorder and use this instead. Yeah, it's more convenient and the autofocus is better. It really is. This cannot be. Thanks for watching. One love, and see you in the next video without Meike. Maybe on the Panasonic with then at least to some degree, autofocus. Maybe